Hi, Aquarius. How are you? It is your girl, Prashana, here with your November reading. I am sorry that I have been away from you and not as consistent as I should be with making these videos. But I've been tired. I've been tired with shifts and changes and moves. I moved to France officially like last year, and everything has been like kind of topsy turvy and weird. With they had Le Grève, which is like a strike, and then we had COVID. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. But we're here now. We're doing it. So I was concentrating on guys' energy, and there's this. What I heard is let's play a game called Follow the Leader, and I feel like it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's literally just like I feel like you guys were at a point where you were sort of taking a back seat and sort of, not being as assertive as you can be about things, maybe having fear around being too assertive about opening your mouth and saying what it is that you wanted and you desire and things like that. And now you guys are it's so funny because you guys are the opposite of Leo. I'm a Leo. You're the direct opposite of Leo. And so I feel like you guys have kind of somehow like merged in the middle and you're like, actually, I'm taking charge now. I'm taking charge now. A newfound sense of freedom. And the freedom could have come with the fact that there's been so much change and the need to be adaptable, during this year in general, not let alone this season, that it feels like almost like Scorpio season gives you a little cojones. Look, some gives you some grit, because otherwise, that you might drown in your own sort of unconscious behaviors and thoughts and things like that. So you have to sort of get that little bit of grit to you. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards and then we're going to talk about it. Okay. Okay. So I just pulled the cards. The image that I'm getting from you guys is almost like you guys, you know how your air, like you guys are like shifting and changing right now. You guys are not in solid form. And so what happens this month as things are shifting and changing, okay, as you're taking charge of your life, as you're taking charge of certain situations, know that you're not going to find solid form yet. Okay, and be okay with that. Just know that like you're moving in a directions. All roads lead to Rome. Right, we will get there. We'll get there. So it starts off with the Eight of Cups. So maybe during Mercury retrograde, there might have been it could be an uncomfortable conversation, or an uncomfortable scenario where you knew you had to leave. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna leave the room. I'm gonna get up from the table. Uh, and the whole thing is it's either left other people out in the cold, or it's made you sort of feel cold and a bit distanced from people because you realize that maybe where you were at the time was um, not near where you should be. This could have even had happened with like a job situation. Maybe you were there for a while and then, things sort of went a little haywire. This could also mean like you were in a relationship with somebody and you realize that they're not quite as aligned with you as you thought. This could mean this could also mean that there were too many triggering elements where you were that caused you to sort of move on, and now you're in the moon energy, and the moon energy is a lack of clarity. Where am I going? What am I doing? What do we do next? You don't know, but you know what you could do is keep working. I feel like you have the knowledge and the know-how now, the tools rather, to keep working. Keep working on yourself, keep working your traumas, keep working on the reasons that got you to walk away to begin with. I believe that it was a healing process. It was a journey you decided to partake that was about you actually getting, you're like, I'm not there. not there, you know? And so it's kind of like, this is the continuation of that work. Now, this didn't happen to happen. This didn't have to happen recently. This could have been kind of the journey you've been on, which is sort of walking away from all the things that do not serve you, or walking away from all the things that do not want to give as much as you're willing to give to them. This could be also someone walking away from you, but I feel like it's more kind of you guys. Um, so keep working, keep doing this work because you're close. This is the Ace of Swords. This is the victory card. You're close. You're close to getting it. You're close to seeing it. You're close to seeing its manifestation, And so, but obviously you knew that you weren't going to be able to do that where you were before. This could also mean you moved cities or even countries for some people. That could also be a thing. Feeling a sort of displacement feeling. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. And so, this have your sword. So we have the Ace of Swords, the victory card. You can put your sword down now. It's really hard to meet new people, or it's really hard to go to job interviews, or it's really hard to see new opportunities involving other people when you have a sword in your hand. It's really hard to do so. I don't know, for some reason it intimidates people. You're not where you were. You're not where you were. And so acting as if you are is acting with the same amount of protection or the same amount of guardedness as you had to have in your previous situation isn't going to work where you're going or where you are now. Okay. So just know it's just not going to work the same way. You can't approach people with a sword and expect them to be friendly. It's going to cause them to be defensive too. It's going to cause them to put their sword up too. Then you're fighting. Um, if some of you are feeling a sense of regret, stop it. Stop it. And you will. But if you're feeling a sense of regret, it's not about regret right now. It is about this magician energy. Now, as I was looking at like the cards and I was getting ready to tell you guys about the next card that's coming up, I felt this like fire sort of rise up in me. The magician card comes with the Tower card. Now, I feel like some of you might have like one last trick up your sleeve. And I feel like the one last trick up your sleeve is going to be about burning down some structures. I don't necessarily feel like it's going to be structures coming down on you. I feel like you're going to be like, one more thing. One more thing. One more thing before you fully move forward. And so, don't be this like I said, this Tower card at this particular, in this particular place next to the Magician card. I feel like it's more of you actively calling in this sort of like Kali Ma, sort of energy, this sort of like dark goddess, like we're gonna burn this MFer to the ground, type of energy. So I feel like that's kind of like, or if there's like fire signs around you, I feel like you guys are going to be that like that wind that's going to help burn down certain structures. For some reason, I feel like someone who's going to be watching this might have even had a sort of harassment situation at a previous workplace, and that there's going to be some sort of last, like they think it's over, but it's not. You're like, I'm about to F this MFer up. So, or unfair or unjust situation at work or with somebody, and I feel like there's going to be some retributions you plan to pay. Anyway, bottom of the deck we have the Two of Rods, and the Two of Rods is basically saying it is now time. Following the Tower card, following the retribution, it is now time to figure out who's leading. Who's leading? What does my kingdom look like? I'm tired of being under these people and these people who don't really know, don't really know what they're doing and don't really know what's up. Yeah, I know what's up. What does my world look like? This person has a world in their hand. You have the world in your hand now. Okay. You guys are going to be wringing some necks. There's going to be there's certain analogies I would give, but the current political climate makes giving these analogies a little bit difficult. But let me just say, you're going to be running your kingdom. Let's play a game called Follow the Leader. I'm in charge. Okay. Well, I hope this reading resonated with you. If it didn't, look at your sun, moon, or rising. Feel free to book a reading with me. My email address is below. Also, you can follow me on Instagram, which is instagram.com/i.am.a.witch, WXTCH. And you can also donate if you'd like. My donation information is through PayPal, and that is also down below. Okay, I will see you guys soon. Bye.